Hey guys, good morning. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do a reading today, but I felt compelled to do it. So I'm going to do a Scorpio reading and see what's going on with you guys for July. Starting off with the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Let's see what's happening with you guys. Scorpio, unawakened, new direction, twin flame. The reason why I laugh is because when I pulled the unawakened, I just had this feeling. I mean, well, obviously we're talking about twin flames because this is the deck, but the feeling I'm getting is that some of you are dealing with a unawakened masculine, or you might feel like you've been awakening, but there's still a part of you, if you feel like there's a part of you that's still driven by ego needs and, you know, material world desires, or even like 3D needs, there also might be a part of you that's unawakened. But I feel with this new direction, twin flame and unawakened, that some of you might be going in a new direction. Now, this might be with your twin flame. I'm going to pull more cards. This could also be away from your twin. You might have some revelations about how unawakened some of you are. I feel compelled to kind of share this, not share this, but say this. I think some of you might actually be in a place where you're realizing that you're not as awakened as you want to be, and you might actually, even if you've been wanting a union or a desire with your twin, you might realize that you need to have some sort of awakening too. Like, I think part of awakening is realizing you're not awakened and that there's still parts of you, not just your masculine or the other person you're dealing with, but you that hasn't awakened yet. So that's just, I don't know. New direction can also just be a new mindset, or it could be your relationship going in a new direction, but yeah, but union's here. So there's going to be a different dynamic here for sure with the union. I've been pulling this card a lot lately, so if you guys are seeing 717 a lot, that's a union number. 4 of Wands is a union card. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know why, but I've just been getting a lot of union signs lately. So pull one more card here. Victim. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards. I need some more information about that. Ooh, that one was like weird. Mask. Yeah. So part of being unawakened, I feel, with a twin flame dynamic is that someone in this dynamic is not authentic with themselves, with other people, and they, as long as they stay in this victim role, they never truly take ownership of like their role in life and how they're not showing up the way that they would authentically ultimately desire, and that is keeping them, their mask is actually keeping them bound and held in this victim mentality because they're not being true to themselves and they're not taking ownership. So that's part of being unawakened as well, you know, not realizing how powerful you actually are in this dynamic and in your life versus, this is one of my songs, so Heartbeats from Jose Gonzalez. It's like one of my favorite twin flame songs. So Princess of Swords, 4 of Wands, I just told you guys, and 4 of Swords. Although 4 of Wands here is reversed, so I just told you guys, this is a union card, but upside down. I still feel it's positive, but it also might be a very shaky foundation. Four of Wands is a very solid structure foundation. So upside down, it's like you have all the tools, all the wands to build a foundation, but you're rocky. Okay, so it's like that dynamic is there, but it's built on a rocky ground. It's kind of like trying to build a house where there's been a earthquake in California. I don't know. I was actually in a really bad earthquake in California and I just had a flashback. Four of Swords reverse, I feel like more clarity needs to happen in this situation. The people involved need to get more time by themselves to really think and meditate on this and get their thoughts clear. Air is like communication also, so I feel like there can be some miscommunication, there could be some just misfires, you know? I feel like that's been a lot in twin flame dynamics. Like there's just been a lot of so also with Princess of Swords here, someone has been very trying to convey their thoughts with words, but I feel like it's misfiring. It's not quite getting across the way the person wants to get across, and they have a lot of things that they want to communicate. This is also Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, so some of you might be dealing with that, but she could also be very cutting with her words and very, she's on the Queen of Swords. So she's kind of maybe a little bit, she's like kind of immature with the way she conveys her thoughts and stuff. So there's definitely someone here that's not completely evolved, because this is like a page kind of energy. So it's a very kind of immature way of communicating and evaluating things. King of Pentacles. Some of you might be dealing with an earth sign. And Ten of Pentacles reverse. So I feel like Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but there's also someone here that's really trying to financially be stable, but they don't quite feel like they have what it takes to build this, like, it's still, I'm still getting this like faulty foundation, but also lack of stability here. There's definitely on the road to building stability, but I feel like there's some roadblocks, is the way I would say it, I guess. So I'm gonna pull from Radiant, Rider Waite, and see. Hangman reverse, okay, this is a good sign. I feel like someone is, they were on a in a precarious situation where they were forced to kind of expand their mind and head towards enlightenment. With reverse, I feel like they're not in such a ambiguous space anymore. I feel like there is, like, you are on your way to clarity. And Page of Pentacles, yeah. So these two cards together for me are very promising, because I feel like someone is coming out of the confusion. Their light, their head is like, woo, like they're on their way to enlightenment and awakening, and they're ready to they can see something tangible coming out of a situation that otherwise seemed very confusing before. So I feel like we're building stability, but we're at page level, so we're very like new. It's a very, and we have new direction here, so it's a very new, young energy here. There's still some abandonment energy here. Someone still has, I think there's maybe some resentment, some anger, some sadness still of what happened in the past with this dynamic, with this twin flame thing. I think someone was left out in the cold. Someone felt really, really, there's a lot of abandonment issues here that I feel like play into a lot of the instability. Also feeling like financially just not able to keep your head afloat. Let's pull from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and see what we got here. True love. Past life. This is definitely a twin flame that you guys have been around this go around for a while. So that's true love. I mean, there's definite like love here, and there's definitely past life karma here. Bold. Unleash your adventure side, take risks, and be daring. So now's the time to be courageous, guys. If you're in a situation that requires courage, because strength is on the bottom of my deck too. So I do get this message that it's time for you to be courageous. I'm going to pull from the twin flame messages and see what your twin wants to say to you right now. A lot of cards here, too many. You've affected my life significantly. I'm really bad at commitment, and I felt too much pressure. I feel too much pressure right now. So this person holds you in high regard, and I feel like their actions don't reflect really necessarily how they feel about you, but they have a lot of things in their life, and I think it could be financial, because that King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, definitely an earth sign you might be dealing with, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but I feel like they have a lot of things that affect them and weigh on them, and that they don't want you to feel like you don't matter, because you do, but it's just like there's a lot here, and am I good enough for you? So I feel like deep down they don't feel like they have what it takes to provide, I think, for you, and financially and stability wise they're not at a place where they can help build like a solid foundation with you. But I do feel like there's the connection there, there's true love, there's past life connection, and there is some awakening. I feel like the unawakened card was there, but in a new direction. So we're going in the direction of awakening, and the Hangman reverse is a really good sign. So that's the message I have for you guys. Pretty solid. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.